Welcome back to the Impact Arena. This wonderful complex. There's an exhibition centre, conference centre, the arena here where we're based and have been based for 3 weeks. 2 Thailand Opens, the Yonex Thailand Open, followed by the Toyota Thailand Open, and now the HSBC BWF World Tour Finals. Well, our next match is men's singles, and it's a Group B encounter between Antonsen, the number 2 seed, and the number 4 seed, Wang Tzu Wei of Chinese Taipei. Well, after the complications of the women's singles groups, this is very simple for us because you can see that Wang Tzu Wei and Antonsen played 2 each, 1-2 each. And we can also congratulate Long, who beat Kidambi Shrikant to finish 3rd in the group, Kidambi finishing 4th. But who will top the group? Will it be Antonsen or Wang Tzu Wei? So, Steen, I assume you've thought about if one of these players has to retire, but let's not go there at the moment. Antonsen has won 10 titles from 16 finals. That translates into results from his career win-loss records. And Wang Tzu Wei has won 3 titles from 11 finals.
On court 1, men's single, Group B. Anders Antonsen from Denmark.
Antonsen, World Championship silver medalist in Basel in 2019. Qualified at number 2 on the race to Bangkok. Was a semi-finalist at the World Tour Finals a year ago. Lost out to the eventual champion Kento Momota. So both of these players making their 2nd appearance at the end of season championships, and I can tell you that this will be a 4th meeting between these 2 players, and of the previous 3 occasions Wang Tzu Wei holds the advantage, having won 2 of them, but the last time they met was in the group stage of the last World Tour Finals, and it just happened to be on the Friday as well a year ago. I say a year ago, it's just over a year now, isn't it? Because these World Tour Finals postponed from their original date in December. Well, when they met in Guangzhou in the 2019 group stage, it was 1 hour and 22 minutes. 21-12 in the deciding game for Antonsen. So 2 players who've been in good form this week. Antonsen, 23 years of age, born in Aarhus, and he went back up to his career high of 3 just before the rankings were frozen. So 7 weeks in total. Despite beating Wang Tzu Wei in the last of the group matches in the last World Tour Finals, he finished 4th in the group. But as you can see, he's had a good run so far. On Wednesday, he beat Kidambi Shrikant in 3 games, and yesterday beat the beaten finalist from the Yonex Thailand Open, Long, in 2 straight games. As far as Wang Tzu Wei is concerned, he's 25 years of age. He'll turn 26 next month. Born in Taipei. 12 on the world ranking. Has been inside the top 10. 9 weeks at number 10 in the world. Now his matches: on Wednesday he beat Long in 2 straight games. Thursday he needed 3 games to beat Kidambi Shrikant, the former world number 1. Well, over the last couple of weeks. Antonsen has had mixed fortune. He lost in the first round of the Yonex Thailand Open to Darren Liu, and then reached the semi-final last week and lost to Hans Christian Wittinghus, who had been promoted from the reserve list. So our court officials from Italy and from Thailand. As far as Wang Tzu Wei is concerned, he won the very first of the qualifying tournaments for these World Tour finals. He won the Said Modi 300 event at the end of 2019. Beat Saurabh Verma in the final in Lucknow. Kenneth Jonassen, the head coach for the Danish team.
Ladies and gentlemen, on my right, Wang Tzu Wei, Chinese Taipei. And on my left, Antonsen, Denmark. Wang Tzu Wei to serve. Love all. Play. One, love.
Yeah, good attacking play from Wang Tzu Wei. So the way things should work out, assuming there's no injuries to anyone, is we will have the semi-finals tomorrow, 2 players from Chinese Taipei and 2 from Denmark. And I said in my introduction, Steen, that I thought this would be a real battle, because I think both of them will try and avoid the man who's very much in form, and assuming that Victor Axelsen wins his last group match against Cho Tien Chen.
Yeah, I totally agree. The only
Service over. 1,
little twist to it is that we know that Antonsen has had the coronavirus in early December, and in the first 2 tournaments he didn't look that comfortable on court, so at least I had some question marks about his physical condition. I even said to some of the Danes that I felt that perhaps he should strike a deal with Rasmus Gemke and withdraw from these finals and take a cut of Gemke's prize money. But he's definitely played well in the first 2 group matches. I just wonder how he thinks, whether he can go.
Oh my goodness, what a backhand! That's extraordinary.
I didn't see it come over,
4,
but it did.
It did come over. Take a look at this, Steen. Look at that.
You can't play it any better.
That's the shot of the day. It's got to be. Look at that. Amazing.
No, so the question mark
5,
in my mind is
1.
whether Anders could think that, hey, no matter if I'm a little bit more fresh or I've played all out here, if I'm playing Victor tomorrow, my chances are slim anyway. So I hope for the 50-50 draw, and hope to draw Wang Tzu Wei again tomorrow, and then I'll sort of rest a little bit here. But let's see how things pan out.
6, 1. Seven, 1.
Well, to be honest, Steen, the way that Antonsen is taking his time in between rallies, we're only 3 minutes into the match. He still doesn't look terribly good. I think this... Oof. Well, there's a challenge here from Wang Tzu Wei.
What was it, Jill? Was it in or out?
I thought it was out.
I think so too.
You copycat. There we go.
Challenge unsuccessful. 1 challenge remaining. Service over. 2-7.
I actually think that Wang Tzu Wei has been looking to be in pretty decent form in the first couple of matches here. He lost the Yonex Thailand Open. Was it the second round? Let me just check. It was the quarterfinal.
No, the Yonex
Oh,
Thailand
the
Open
Yonex was the second round.
Second round, he lost to Ng Ka Long, who then went through to the final.
And he's beaten Ng Ka Long in the group stage here.
Yes, on Wednesday.
So he was more or less good for a final, we suspect, or at least I suspect.
Yeah.
And then in Toyota Thailand Open, he lost to compatriot Chou Tian after beating Ng Ka Long there as well. So I feel from the way his game looks, he looks to be in pretty good shape, but I was surprised that he was in trouble against Shrikant in the second match, but he apparently had a very bad head-to-head against Shrikant, Wang Tzu Wei, and won his first ever encounter against him. So so he looks to be in good shape and to be worthy of that semi-final spot that he's secured so far.
9.
Yes,
3.
and prior to this year, he was the only player ever from Chinese Taipei to reach the semi-final of the men's singles at the end of season
Yeah,
championships.
Chou has never been in the semi-final, has he?
Yeah, well taken.
Service over. 4-9.
And that's where I thought that Hannes had some weaknesses in these 3 weeks. I noticed it when he was playing Vittinghus in the semi-final of the Toyota Thailand Open, that his defense was not at the level I would have expected it to be. And then what did I expect? I mean, we all have pictures of how these players played in All England when Hannes was in the semi-final.
And had to retire with that very badly sprained ankle.
Yeah.
Oh,
That's well
that's
played.
nice. I like that, just turning the racket head at the last moment, causing the disguise.
10.
I think that's going to be the plan throughout this first game, to play mostly downwards to the front court and hope for some weak replies towards the back court from Wang Tzu Wei that Hannes can capitalize on.
It's gone long.
7-10.
It may seem like just a point, but I can tell you it's not just a point. This is something that really fuels Antonsen's belief that he can come back in this first game. Short.
That's very well worked. Outmaneuvered Wang Tzu Wei.
8-10.
It's a nice play from the Dane. Yeah. Found the gap.
8-10. It's over, 11-8, interval.
3-point advantage to the number 4 seed Wang Tzu Wei at the mid-game interval here in the opening game.
Så når han er dernede, så er det godt at give ham den korte.
Ja. Bare lige op og mod, så der står
Court
sådan.
1 seconds. Court 1
Han
seconds.
vil gerne spille hurtige løft rundt om dig.
Mm. 11-8. Play.
So, some of the advice from Kenneth Jonassen, because we got a little late into the Danish camp, but
Well,
some of the advice was that if Wang Tzu Wei is playing downwards from the backcourt, then Anna should just play short back to him, and also that he should be alert that Wang Tzu Wei want to lift quickly side to side when Anas is at the backcourt, and we've seen him intercept a couple of times when the shot making from
8.
Wang has been a little bit unprecise when he plays too short, and it's dangerous for the Dane. And I think especially what's been working for Antonsen in the last couple of rallies has been putting pressure on Wang Tzu Wei, putting small deceptions on, stealing time from him. Then eventually he can force a short lift, but of course it's important that he has some shot quality in his own shots as well, Anders Antonsen. So very, very good start off the interval here by Wang Tzu Wei.
This is very good follow-up.
I think this group here, is it Group B? I think it is.
It is Group B, yeah.
It has some of the best, some of the players with the best touch at the net here. We see it again, Wang Tzu Wei, Hun Kalong, and also Shrikant Kidambi. Excellent touch around the net, all three players. Not saying that Antonsen is not strong, but it's just players that really rely on being accurate at the net.
Well, this is actually a run of 7 straight points.
8.
Played.
88.
Outside the picture, Antonsen is taking a long walk around the court.
You know, I mentioned that earlier, Steen. I mean, I thought in his match against Shrikant, I thought he was taking an age in between points. An hour and 17 minutes for the match, and I think there was an awful lot of dead time in that overall match time.
I think Wang Tzu Wei is keeping a good pace in the rallies, so that could be
9-18.
troubles for Antonsen. It could also be that he's sort of like struggling mentally himself, figuring out what should I do here.
The problem is for Antonsen, if he doesn't have deep belief in his physicality at the moment, because of the after effects of the COVID-19 virus, then, you know...
then he's in trouble no matter what.
Exactly.
Because he's facing either Wang Tzu Wei again tomorrow, or, as we assume, Axelsen is winning against Cho, because he's got a really, really good head-to-head, and he's been looking
so
like
good.
the best player here these 3 weeks. So he will face either Axelsen or Wang Tzu Wei, and it's just difficult.
Yeah, that's tame.
But after this first game here, he's got to make a decision, Antonsen, whether he will try and go all out to win this in 3 games and then face the same opponent tomorrow. If he feels that he can do that, that's of course what we hope. So that we can have a really good match here.
Oh, so far in.
Service over, 20, game point, 11.
So a whole host of game point opportunities for Wang Tzu Wei.
Game.
Well, that was rather tame from Anders Antonsen. Take nothing away from Wang Tzu Wei, who was sharp and aggressive. And opening game to the number 4 seed from Chinese Taipei. 21-11 in 15 minutes.
上半局的后面是他速度拉起来你的身上，那你后来速度拉上去以后，把它压住，所以它才变成打慢。啊，打慢耐心点，你基本上在这就按照刚才这个这样去配合球路都还挺好就是他有一些重点的时候要稍微注意一下。重点比如说他推女正手这些你要注意一下。
Det tætte hegn. Så hvis du spiller det, så skal du virkelig op og lukke det. Han inviterer også til, at du spiller lidt langt udefra, så kommer op og...
Men så vi på med den der, så krydser. Ja. Altså du ved bare godt, at lave sådan en der.
Ja, det, han må ikke være næsten alle krydser, det ligger han bare på, når det gør det. Du ved, langt udefra. 整个状况发挥都还不错，很放得开继续这样做。
Court one,
后场还是急打，急的一直要跳。
上去先拿，先加一下
Second game.
Well, you posed the question at the end of the opening game, Steen, as to whether Antonsen was going to decide to try and fight and win this in 3 games, to possibly play Wang Tzu Wei again tomorrow, because all we know is that the 2 players who top each group will be either ends of the knockout draw, and there's only 4 in the knockout draw, semi-final stage. But where the other 2 players, the second ranked in each of the group, goes, is drawn. It is no longer the case that the number 1 in one group plays the number 2 from the other group. The BWF has decided that it should be drawn, and therefore there is the possibility that you play exactly the same player again from one day to the next. Yeah, he read that,
Service
didn't he?
over 1-2.
Oh, oh, dear me.
2-all.
Yeah, he says it got me in the ear.
Yeah.
We had a horrible incident earlier in these 3 weeks of tournaments. Involved a Dane. Oh yeah, in the ear. That doesn't matter so much. Poor player before, or was it the side of the head?
Just like eating a really strong chili, that can also hurt a lot in the ear.
Yeah. But you were telling me that Sarah Tuursen is now back home after having 5 days in hospital with
Yeah.
her eye injury.
She is.
It's good news that she's okay.
She travelled home with Vittinghus after the final last Sunday, or this previous Sunday. I think they travelled on Monday. And was carrying her bags. She was in a rolling chair, actually. I'm not sure she desperately needed that, but
A wheelchair.
yeah, a wheelchair.
Yeah, I can
Service
understand
over,
that,
3
because if there's
all.
pressure at the back of the eye, she would movement can
And there was still a little bit of
swelling.
extra pressure, but
Yeah.
but nothing serious, nothing so that she couldn't fly. She consulted former world champion from 1997, Peter Rasmussen, who's an ophthalmologist, and he said it was okay to travel.
Now, Antonsen is getting
Service over,
caught
4,
quite a lot
3.
in his deep corners. It's wonderful play. You've pointed out that Wang Tzu Wei has got this lovely touch at the net, but he's
Yeah.
also got the little hold and flick, which is very deceptive. And Antonsen isn't reading it at all.
Five, 3.
Here comes the long walk again.
Yeah. Well, while we're watching that again, big loopy walk all around the court from Antonsen. Oh, well taken.
Service over 4-5.
That was brave from Antonsen, because having got hit in the side of his head from the previous rally, he didn't turn his head away.
No.
He still watched and therefore was able to get the kill that was a little bit too soft.
Oi. Yeah, it's
Yeah.
good, I think.
5
Racket went.
all.
It seems like he's economizing with his energy, Antonsen, because the first 2 rallies of this second game, he was really alert, and then at some point when he gets a little behind or the shots are not there, then it's a little slower pace, everything, and then
5 all.
looking for the half chances, so to speak, trying to go really sharp at the net and see if he can get the upper hand there. Trying to go for the lines if he has the attack. See, that's concerning to me.
Service over 6-5.
It is to me too. I just said he can't read these little flicks to the back.
Yeah.
I see copious notes have been written by Coach Jonassen.
7-5.
The notebook's been put away now. Yeah, he's on a long walk again. I'm very surprised that Fabio Beto, the umpire, is allowing these little walkabouts in between rallies.
Yeah, it's funny to see some of the old clips from the old days when you and Morten were playing Park Jubong. And others, if you see these retro clips, then to see the pace at which things happened between the rallies, it was much faster.
Yeah, absolutely.
And I know
It was tough in our day, lad.
it wasn't. It wasn't the running score system, but that's well placed. But the pace in between the rallies were considerably higher. I mean, you picked up the shuttle and then you went to your place and served. And,
and that was it. Yeah. Yeah.
Service over 8-7.
He's a very physical, strong player, is Wang Tzu Wei.
Yeah.
And his attacking play is devastating.
Nine, 7.
Challenged by Antonsen, and then not so good.
10-7.
Well, it was a miss hit, but it turned into a wonderful shot from Antonsen.
Over 8-10. Nine, 10.
So to the mid-game interval, it's a 2-point advantage. It was a 3-point advantage in the opening game, but it's only 2 points this time. But still the advantage at the mid-game interval is with Wang Tzu Wei.
头顶这边要小心，他头顶这一边的球路出手比较怪一点，也比较多啊。死抓着他的正手，可以采取的一些方式，死抓正手，头顶在那边，不是说不能打啊，要引他前面，再打他后面啊。他位置基本上是在靠前，他可以引再打。
11-9. Blank.
Well, this is really the moment of truth for Antonsen. He's got to up his game. He's got to... I mean, he hasn't looked to me as if he's intent on winning this so far.
Basically, having the command that Wang Tzu Wei has here, if I were him, I could be tempted to just see if we could play 3 games, and then I would chase my opponent around the court a little bit extra. That's probably why I've never been very good at badminton.
9.
Lost a whole lot of 3-game matches. Now I realize it. Now I understand why that happened.
Yeah, so he takes an age to go and pick up the shuttle, then says he wants to change it. That's gone wide.
14-9.
There's really no sense of urgency with Antonsen at all.
No. It's almost a copy of the first game.
Oh, string's gone again.
It's over. 10-14. Thank you.
Now we played 5 rallies
10,
since the
40.
interval. 4 rallies.
Slide.
And this is a 45-second break again.
Yeah. So the mid-game interval is 1 minute.
Yeah.
So they're virtually having a mid-game interval after every rally.
That's not entirely good, but 45
11,
seconds there because
40.
he broke a string.
Yeah.
Service over. 15-11.
Yeah, that's
Well
good
played.
attacking play. It's a lovely
16,
initial smash
11.
towards the right hip of Antonsen. He got in a tangle with his defence, look at that. And therefore, a simple put away. That's the one that did the damage. Yeah. Hitting winners at will at the
17,
moment is
11.
Wang Tzu Wei. Lucky net cord.
Service over. 12-17.
Yeah, that's a good smash.
13.
And that was a
7.
different pace suddenly. And 25-second break.
Fourteen, 17. Tzu Wei challenges called out.
Well, that may be a little rash, challenging that one. Maybe he just wanted a little break.
Yeah.
Challenge unsuccessful. 1 challenge remaining. 15-17. Play.
You know, it's sort of odd to me the way that the scores are now so close, only 2 points in it, because quite frankly I can't really remember Antonsen doing anything special in the match so far. That's better. Pity.
Service over. 18-15. 1. It's okay there? Okay.
Oh my goodness, what
total missed it.
Service over.
must have lost sight of the shuttle.
18.
Well left. 2 points away
Service over.
from topping the
19,
group.
16.
Landed it.
And he was there.
Service over.
Could have played it easily.
19. Play.
It's also on the line.
It's just 1 point in it now.
Yeah.
19.
I think Wang Tzu Wei has been using your philosophy, Steen.
In terms of
Make him play a third game. Because he seemed to me to be so much in command of this match. It's quite bewildering that it's now so close.
you can see Anas is going for the 50-50 shots.
Yeah. But his match point opportunities now for Wang Tzu Wei, 2 of them.
18. Service over.
First match
19,
point, well saved.
20. Game.
Yeah. Second time of asking, and Wang Tzu Wei closes out the match against the number 2 seed Anders
Match won by
Antonsen.
Wang Tzu Wei, 21-11, 21-19.
21-11, 21-19 confirmed by the umpire. Yeah, it's the little pushes from the net once again from Wang Tzu Wei doing the damage. Antonsen very late onto that, and a simple put away for the number 4 seed. So 38 minutes in total for the match, and the victory 21-11, 21-19. So coming up next, it's women's singles, and it's the current world number 1 against the former world number 1, and both have won and lost 1 match each within the group. As long as they're both fit and they compete for this match, it's going to be a straight playoff for who qualifies for the semi-final stage.